Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad_Johari 059778. I will be presenting the microbiological hazard of spaghetti aglio olio and broccoli salad. We start with the definition of microbiological hazard, which is a danger or risk caused by the presence of microorganisms in the environment, such as bacteria, parasites, or fungi, which may contaminate the food that is exposed or not handled with proper hygienic care, resulting in foodborne illness. Next, microbiological critical control points is where the steps that have been identified to put a specific parameters such as temperature or time in order to prevent or eliminate the food safety hazards associated with the presence of microorganisms that may contaminate the food and cause foodborne illness. Microbiological critical limit, on the other hand, is a maximum or minimal value that cannot be less or exceeded, such as temperature, time, water activity, which may provide an optimum environment for the growth of microorganisms that cause foodborne illness. This will be the flow of diagram for spaghetti aglio olio and broccoli salad. As you can see, the cooking process starts at 1:30 p.m. with cooking the spaghetti and then finishing the dish at 3 p.m. For the broccoli salad, start at 3:15 p.m. and finish by 3:30 p.m. as the recipe are quite simple to do. It is, however, the amount of time spent on each dish are an important factor to make sure the safety from microbiological hazard. For example, at Ccp1, where we need to put the spaghetti in the boiling water with salt. This can help eliminate most of the bacteria in water and also the spaghetti. By adding salt can act as a preservative as it reduces water activity in food. For Ccp2, the amount of time cooked spaghetti left at ready-to-cook condition may cause bacteria to form in the spaghetti. For example, the most common bacteria is Bacillus cereus. And lastly, Ccp3 is where any raw ingredients need to be fully cooked to prevent from Salmonella bacteria forming. Moving on to the next slide is the Ccp Decision Tree, which is a guide to deciding whether the products are acceptable as Ccp or not. Now we can see the exact bacteria species that may contaminate the food if it was handled poorly. For the Ccp1, Enterobacter sakazaki with a moderate level of severity, this pathogen is capable of causing blood infection and meningitis. Cooking the spaghetti requires at least 12 minutes to reduce the risk of E. sakazaki. Ccp2 is where food was left for a long time before serving. Bacillus cereus is high-risk bacteria, especially at room temperature. If the food was contaminated, it should be discarded as the bacteria grow quickly at temperatures ranging from 44 degrees to 60 degrees. Lastly, Salmonella visual at a moderate level of severity that happens when the garlic is stored improperly or exposed to moisture. Cook the garlic for at least 10 minutes until the color changes to a golden brown, then continue to leave it for another 5 minutes. These are the more detailed explanation of each microorganism. The first one is Enterobacter sakazaki. It's an emerging pathogen that causes necrotizing enterocolitis, sepsis, and meningitis. This bacterium can be found in a wide variety of foods and food ingredients as well as water. Next is Bacillus cereus. Bacillus cereus is a gram-positive dull spore-forming bacterium that can produce toxins that cause two types of gastrointestinal illness, emetic syndromes and diarrhea syndromes. These bacterium can be present when cooked products are left at room temperature for an extended period of time served. Lastly, Salmonella visual is a bacterium that causes mild gastroenteritis in humans. It is frequently invasive and many isolates are resistant to a wide range of antimicrobiomes. In conclusion, foodborne illness can occur when food is exposed at room temperature for an extended period of time. The raw material must be kept in a proper condition where a lot of moisture cannot be exposed to the product. To prevent foodborne illness, the raw products must be cooked at the correct temperature for the appropriate amount of time. Cross-contamination still will happen among food handlers who handle the production. Cross-contamination still will happen among food handlers who handle the production process. Equipment where the cross-contamination can happen between the knife and cutting board. Contamination, food processing, where the spaghetti may have already been contaminated with bacteria during the food packaging process. And lastly, the cooking process where the incorrect temperature and sufficient amount of time may prevent bacteria from being eliminated. Thank you so much for listening.